Let's talk about Krishan Rock's birth chart. Everyone calls her toxic, dramatic, and unhinged. I wouldn't disagree, but looking at her chart, I have another feeling or another insight about her. She has 14 water placements and only 2 air placements. That's pretty intense. That means she feels everything at maximum volume without no ability to process her emotions in a logical way. She has a Pisces sun in the 12th house, which means that her core identity is invisible to herself. That means she can't see herself clearly. And then she has Mars and Aries in the first house, and that means she reacts before she thinks, and that's guaranteed every time. She also has Venus in the 12th house, which means that she falls in love with fantasies instead of reality. Mercury is also conjunct Venus there, which means she talks herself into staying and rewrites reality in her head until it's bearable. I don't know. I guess you could see that pattern with Blueface because, we're wondering why they're together. She has a Cancer moon in the 4th house, which kind of like amplifies the 12th house placements. With a Cancer moon placement in the 4th house, that makes her stay in situations that's harmful, gonna feel like abandonment. When you put it all together, you don't get someone that's broken. What you get is someone that's not integrated because she has 14 water placements. So she has to find a way to integrate earth, air, and fire, which that all means that, with that heavy water placement, it means that she doesn't have, remember, water is flowy, right? She needs a container to contain her water. She either has to build it herself or find an outside container, someone that's responsible that could ground her energy. Of course, from her movements, right, we could see she's all over LA. She's now with Blueface. She's all over the place. She's pretty much acting without, any pause, feeling without processing. Understanding her placement, it doesn't erase or excuse the harm that she does, but it explains why the patterns keep repeating, like why she doesn't learn. And the major part, you can't change what you cannot see, and a lot of her planets are in the 12th house. But in general, right, we could look at this situation and say, like, in her case, like her nervous system is confusing chaos with safety. And from her chart, you could tell that being in chaos is what she's used to with her moon in Cancer in the 4th house.